a mouse, cause I'm an albatross. I'm an albatross.
Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Real Legend of Gaming. So we are here with Fire Emblem Heroes. The Inherit Skills feature is live, and we have an awesome article provided by the team over at RockU Mediacraft. Just launched recently, and I'm telling you, it's very well written. A lot of focus on the top skills that you should consider to inherit into your heroes. And it also explains different play styles to help you maximize on what inherit skill you're going to use and from what hero to obtain it from in the event that you need to go searching and getting those orbs summoned. So something to keep in mind is the different types of skills. So you have weapon skills, special skills, assist skills, and then you also have your passive skills that you will assign to either A, B, or C. So a good idea when looking at your team, and this is something I did last time as well, is to write down what passive skills they already have, what their weapon skills are, and etc. Just write down what they currently have and what they can learn. And then identify what the opportunity is to make your character your hero better. So it's either filling in a gap that they don't have, or even swapping out the complete special skill if you find a better one. So currently I'm focusing on the Linda I unlocked from the summoning a couple days ago, along with Priscilla, Nino, and Robin. And we're going to try to make them better. I'll explain afterwards what my ideas are, and we could obviously discuss it on the comment section as well. But we'll go into the article here and we'll explain everything. So as you see, they're breaking everything down for us. So we'll go right into weapon skills. So the hot weapon skills that we should definitely try to consider adding to our characters. It starts off with Poison Dagger Plus. Now, all these abilities here is under the assumption that you're going to level up that current hero to unlock that, last ability level. Because, there's different forms of it. You have your regular Poison Dagger, and then Poison Dagger Plus would be, the more accelerated, extended version. So we all know Kagero has the Poison Dagger. This weapon skill is great against infantry units. Infantry foes suffers defense and resistance -6 after combat through their next actions. So you can see right there, it's very, very powerful attack. Another one to consider is the Brave Axe. You can obtain this skill from Bars, Camilla, and Raven. Now I don't think anybody would merge Camilla, but definitely a Bars. I've seen a lot of them at 3 stars, and even Raven. Their color is green, and although the weapon skill can inflict speed -5 to its user, it can give them the ability to attack twice if the unit initiated the combat. So that could really save you. Now, as far as the special skills, the list is a bit longer. There's a lot of good heroes, and especially if you get a duplicate of a 5-star, you could only imagine what you can create. I mean, I see a lot of blogs on the Reddit, or posts on the Reddit actually, are talking about the Hector, the Takumi, and the list goes on how you can just use the duplicate skills and add them to your current hero or another one. So we'll go into Bonfire, which you can find with Robin, the male version, or Tiki, the adult version. Now, me personally, I have an adult Tiki, so I have a Bonfire that I can add to someone else if I wanted to do that. So this special skill will boost damage dealt by 50% of units' defense. Next up is Iceberg, which can be taught by Niles. And this special skill will boost damage dealt by 50% of units' resistance. Next up is Escutcheon, which is shown by Sheena. This will reduce damage inflicted by attacks from adjacent foes by 30%. So this can, definitely reduce the amount of damage taken. Sacred Cow, which is learned by Elwood and Minerva. This special skill will reduce damage inflicted by attacks from foes 2 tiles away by 30%. So this is good for defense against those long-range attackers. Moonbow, which can be learned from Ephraim, Odin, and Pala. Again, I don't see anyone merge in an E-frame unless they have a duplicate. But Odin definitely can be done. And this special skill will make the foe suffer as defense resistance are reduced by 30%. Now for the assist skills, we have Rehabilitate, which will go into the next page here. And this is learned from Lisa, Priscilla, and Riss. Or is Rice, I apologize. But the assist skill can restore 7 HP or more if the target HP is below 50%. Sadly, though, using this assist skill will slow down the special skill. The cooldown is +1. Priscilla has this. It really helps out when you're, especially like the way I've been using Priscilla is I'm taking my low rank heroes and I'm doing the training tower, from level 1. So I'll have 3 level 1 heroes with Priscilla, and she's healing all of them as soon as they take massive damage. So it's a good way to grind, and I've been able to get some heroes up pretty quick. Now, this is another feature here. This is a good skill. It's called Drawback. You can get it from Faye, Nino, or Sully. This assist skill can move the unit 1 tile away from the target ally. Target ally will move to unit's last position. So you can swap out an ally and save them from a hit. So that's very impactful. Next up is Smite, which you can learn from Bartray and Effie. This assist skill can push an adjacent ally 2 tiles away. So again, if your ally is about to get hurt, you can push them away 2 tiles. And that also can help out too. If they're in the range of a 2-tile enemy and Effie's right next to them, you can actually push them away where they're 4 tiles away, and it will protect them from danger. You also have Rally Speed, which is learned by Saida, Gaius, or Gias, and Salif. This assist skill grants speed +4 to an adjacent ally until the end of the turn. So it gives them a nice speed boost. Now here is where we talk about the type passive skills. So you have the A types, the B, and the C's. So we'll start with the A, Close Counter, which you can get from Takumi. This passive skill will let you counter regardless of the distance to attacker. Wow. So imagine having a duplicate Takumi, which already is super rare. Imagine adding Close Counter to somebody else. So you have Takumi with Close Counter, someone else with Close Counter. Wow, it's got to be crazy right there. Now, like I said earlier, Hector has Distant Counter. This passive skill will let you counter regardless of the distance to attacker. That's another beast skill right there. Now, I've seen a lot of people talk about giving their characters life and death. So this can be learned from Hana, Jafar, and Minerva. This passive skill will grant you a unit attack and speed +5. So that's the life part. But here goes the death part. You're going to inflict defense resistance -5. So you better be, this is powerful, but you better make sure you're using this skill when you're about to get that final blow. Because this can really leave you at a huge disadvantage if you don't get that kill right away. Next up is Death Blow, which can be learned from Alphonse, Effie, Hawkeye, Klein, and Ursula. Don't see people giving up to Ursula, but Alphonse at level 2, I don't know why he was so weak, but I mean, he was a free character. People are not using him, and I'm just curious if at some point in the game maybe we'll buff characters or not. I'm not sure. I haven't really heard much information about that stuff. But Alphonse has to get stronger. But for the time being, you can take that Death Blow and add it to someone else. This passive skill will grant your unit attack +6 if unit initiates the attack. Wow. I actually saw on Reddit someone post an attack from Ursula that was 250 damage. I mean, if you're on the Fire Emblem Heroes Reddit and you see that, give it an upvote because that's mighty strong. Next is Defiant Attack. Again, it's Gias, Carol, Lin, Odin, Agma, Ryoma, and Tiki Adult. And this passive skill will grant your unit attack plus 7 in units HP is equal or less than 50%. That's very, very, very helpful if you're down on HP. So now we're going into type B skills. You have the Worry Fighter 3. And we'll load that up right now. And we'll bring back that face cam. Holla. Alright. So Effie knows that skill. This passive skill will prevent any follow-up attack from unit and foes if unit's HP is equal or greater than 50%. So that's pretty easy to understand. Vantage 3 is learned from Anna, Gordon, Lanku, and Reinhardt. Reinhardt is a beast. Just wanted to say that. This passive skill will make the unit counterattack first if attack with each HP equal or less than 75%. So that's easy to understand. You're going to counterattack first if your HP is less than 75%. And I've seen that skill used with Ana. Now you have a Quick Riposte, which is Klein, Leo, and Tsubaki. This skill will grant the unit a follow-up attack if attacked with HP equal or greater than 70%. You have Escape Route, which is learned from Cecilia, Marth, and Ninian. This passive skill will grant the unit with HP equal or less than 50% to warp adjacent to any ally. You have Wings of Mercy, which is from Kane, Frederick, and Paula. This passive skill will grant the unit the ability to warp to any ally with HP of equal or less than 50%. Now, I just want to say, there's a lot of options to consider. And again, really analyze your characters. A lot of them are missing passive skills. So you can really customize a sweet loadout for your character. And remember, they can learn up to 3 skills from each merge. So, please choose carefully. Now, last up is the C-type passive skills. And we have a few here. So we have Hone Speed, which is Erika, Inoka, Laszlo, Matthew, and Ryoma. And this passive skill can grant adjacent allies speed plus 4 through their next actions at the start of the turn. Then you have Hone Attack, which is from Corin, the female version, Gunther, Gwendolyn, Nino, Olivia, Sanaki, and Sarah. So a lot of characters have this ability. You can grant adjacent allies attack plus 4 through their next actions at the start of the turn. So that's providing your adjacent ally a real nice boost on attack. That's a nice skill to have. Savage Blow, Camilla, Leo, and Narcian. This passive skill can inflict 7 damage to foes within 2 tiles if the unit initiates the attack. Now, there's a source here from Fire Emblem Heroes News on Twitter. They're actually really good because what they do is they translate from the main Fire Emblem Twitter handle, which usually tweets in Japanese, and they translate it into English. And what they say here is, what is an inherit skill? It's a new feature that lets a hero receive a skill from another hero. You go to Allies, Advanced Growth, and Inherit Skill. And this is for whoever wasn't aware of how to do it. It pretty much explains it there, and it shows you on the screen. So, according to RockU Mediacraft, this is what there is going to say is the top choice, of course. Close counter from Takumi, and distant counter from Hector. And you know what? You guys are 100% right. Again, I've read this online plenty of places. That's what's hot. Now the question is, who wants to sacrifice both SS rank characters? I wouldn't. But if you pulled an extra one, why not, right? Now remember, inheriting skills is like merging. So you will lose the hero where you pull the skills from. So please choose wisely. And that's the end of that article. And let's just give a shout out to RockU Mediacraft. We were discussing this yesterday. We agreed it was a great idea to have these skills highlighted. And they came and delivered with an amazing article. I mean, look at the amount of emphasis placed. They included each character, where to get the skills from. 2 thumbs up, guys. Loving it. I'm proud to be a part of you guys. So we'll come back in. We'll recap. I'll tell you guys what I'm thinking to do in my strategy. And then we'll start the conversation down below. Peace. Folks, so I'll show you what some ideas that I have. And then, again, you guys let me know if the ideas sound good or if you have any suggestions. I definitely want to start a conversation around what inherent skills you want to use, because this is a big deal in the game going forward, and it's a huge game changer for the Fire Emblem Heroes universe. So what I was basically considering doing, and as you see, I already have my Priscilla here, I'm grinding the training tiles with this team, is I want to take this ability from Sasuna, and I'll show you what it is. But basically, it's called Bowbreaker. And if I can get up to Bowbreaker 3, I'll read what the skill is. If unit's HP is less than 50% in combat against a bow user, unit makes a follow-up attack and foe cannot. So that right there, I want to add to my Nino, so that Nino will be able to at least defend better against archers or heroes with the 2-range tile attack. Next I want to do is Seizo. And I want to add this B passive skill, Poison Strike 2, which inflicts 7 damage to foe after any combat this unit initiates. Now I could do 3, but that will require me wasting feathers on him. I'm not sure if I want to be that dedicated to using my resources on a character that I'm just going to remove a skill from. And essentially, I want to add the Poison Strike 2 over to Lyn. If you notice, it doesn't have a B passive. And if you see, she has an A and a C. So that will be, it will just make her even more OP. And the last skill that I want to take is from Olivia, who's one of the few dancers in the game. I believe there's only 3. I think it's Ninian, her, and Azura. Well, Azura has a variation. I think she does sing, but it's the same idea. So I want to take Dance, which enables target to take another action, cannot be used on units with Sing or Dance. So I want to add Dance to one of my characters, which I'm not sure yet. Because I could give it to Lyn, but I'd rather Lyn be the one to do the second attack. So I'm still trying to figure out that piece. You guys see my team here. I also have Robin that is in my lineup. So I could give it to Robin as well, so that Robin could attack, fade back, have Lyn do more damage. So it's an option. So those are just some ideas that I have. So, drop the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. And if you folks actually watched this entire video, I really appreciate it. Us and the folks over at RockU Mediacraft, we took a lot of time to really make this great inherit skills video and article for you guys to be able to progress in the game, and so that it's more fun. The longer we invest time into this game, increases the replay, makes the community even better for Fire Emblem Heroes, and it's a lot of fun. And as far as upcoming plans with the game, any updates, I'll definitely let you guys know. I do plan to stream Fire Emblem Heroes on Twitch. I just created the overlay. I made the scene on my OBS, so I just got to test it and see if it works out fine. So that way we can do some arena battles live, and we can definitely play and chat it up at the same time. And recently I joined the Fire Emblem Heroes Reddit, so if you want to chat with me on there as well and exchange ideas, definitely stop by. I've been putting replays of the videos on there as well, so we can get conversations going on there too. So folks, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. There's a lot of great content on here. As you see, I have great sources as well that we're partnering and giving you guys the best information that we possibly can. And if you're a return sub, thank you very much, guys. You see the amount of hard work I'm putting into this channel. It's because I care about you guys, and I really enjoy doing this. This is my passion now, and the future is going to be amazing. The Real Legend in Gaming is going to be so dope and so cool. We're going to have great times. All right, so peace out, folks.